going on, guys? Coco back again. Gonna give you another cheeky little review here of the three controllers that I use on Xbox One. There are three main competitive controllers out there. We'll go through the lineup left to right. Right now, over here, I got my Razer Wildcat. In the middle, I got my SCUF ONE. And over here, I got the Xbox One Elite controller. I'm gonna do this review from my least to favorite. So, starting out with the least, some people might be shocked. We're going to get started with the Xbox One Elite controller. You're probably wondering why I rank this as my least, and there's one simple factor behind it. The paddles. Where the paddles sit and how sensitive they are to touch is kind of honestly ridiculous. It's like Microsoft didn't even think about it. Because the way I hold my controller, I'll show you, actually I'll just show you on this controller. I hold my hands around here. Right there, and they sit on top of that paddle, and that paddle's so fidgety and so touchy that even the slightest little bump, like I barely touch it there, and it bumps the controller. So I'll show you on my SCUF how I normally hold my controller and where the paddle sits on the SCUF, like that, wrap around, nice firm grip on the controller, and the paddle sits right there, so I can just reach in and hit the paddle. And on my Wildcat, same thing, get there, reach up, and I love the Wildcat where it is I kind of rest my middle finger up here on this little groove they have right there, which is perfect for the finger to just reach in and hit that trigger. But yeah, where it sits, if I play with this controller, I actually have to, like, I don't know, do an awkward palm grab on it, raise my fingers up a little bit, and I don't know, I feel like my hand's just stuck and it's going to be stiff in that position forever if I hold this controller like that. So it's very uncomfortable for me to play with this controller. The features on the controller are very nice. You got the 3.5mm as well as the chat adapter input. Thumbsticks are interchangeable. Pretty sure you guys have seen reviews of this controller before. D-pad's interchangeable, very nice. You got the trigger stops that you can turn on and off. Bang, trigger stop on or off. Push it down, trigger stop on. So it's very nice. I love that little feature that they've implemented into that. Comes with accessories galore. More interchangeable thumbsticks, joysticks, analog sticks, whatever you want to call them. Standard D-pad and 2 extra paddles, so you can have 4 customizable paddles to program to. I believe you can program to any button within the Xbox app settings on your Xbox One or your Xbox app on Windows 10. I'm not sure if you can do it on the Windows 10. Don't quote me on that. It also comes with a braided 6'3" or micro USB cable. Very nice firm cable. I'm holding the phone doing this video, so it's hard for me to kind of show you a tug test, but very nice firm thick cable. Green's my favorite color, so mix it in with the black is very nice. Xbox colors. But as of right now, firm, sleek controller. I love the grips on the back, but as of right now, that is my least favorite controller to use simply because of the paddles. If they would do something about the paddles, rearrange them, reconfigure them, do something about it, I'd absolutely love that controller to death. Going on to my second favorite controller, my SCUF ONE. If you guys follow up with Xbox and all the controllers that released for it and everything, you follow SCUF at all, you know they just released the SCUF Infinity controller that's kind of like the Microsoft Elite controller. You can change out the D-pad, you can, you know, as usual with SCUF, you can customize your sticks and everything, but with the Infinity, you can customize I believe the entire controller. Again, don't quote me on that, but you can customize the controller, the paddles, on a fly, no matter what you want them to be, they'll be it. So like now, I have these configured A and B, and I can't go in the settings and change that off. If I wanted to reconfigure it, I'd have to send it into SCUF, and they would have to do it themselves, which pretty much they open up the controller, solder it, put a new seal on the back, and say it's a brand new controller. With this one, I got it customized. I have the SCUF grip over here. You can see the Pro grip, and I believe this is SCUF grip. This is the Pro grip, but I have the grip all around, so I get a nice firm grip, texture, sweaty hands. I keep a good grip on it. If you can see that little hole right there, that is to adjust the trigger stops. I dislike that kind of because I'm constantly losing those little SCUF keys. And I have a million little Allen keys for like my phone case and little crap like that, but I'm constantly losing them, and I would misplace them. They're so tiny that, you know, if I wanted to adjust my trigger stops, I'd have to take a 10-15 minute hunt to go ahead and try to find that piece. Whereas with the Xbox Elite, it's just a flick of the thumb and it's adjusted. Same with the Wildcat, left to right, and it's adjusted. I have trigger stops if I want them and if I don't want them. But I absolutely love this controller. I've been using SCUF for a good 4 years now, and they're solid controllers. Um, I got some cheap little Amazon fake control freaks on there. I got for like $4. They're really nice. I use these things every day. Like I said, I love this controller, but right now it's in the middle simply because it gets trumped by the Razer Wildcat. The Razer Wildcat. I've used Razer Xbox controllers ever since the Onzo. Then I used the Sabertooth, and now Xbox One. I was ecstatic to hear that they were releasing the Wildcat. Day one that they released it, I bought it. Like waited up for them to put it on sale, and I bought it. But this controller comes standard with the volume chat pad, whatever you want to call it, 3.5 millimeters. So no need for your chat adapter anymore, which I have to use on my SCUF because it's not. I don't even know what the word is for it, but it's not made over to be the 3.5 millimeters, so I have to use my chat adapter on that. But it comes 3.5 millimeter mute. You got your button right here to program your top your top buttons. There's 2 extra buttons on the top there, and you got your rocker on the back. The one thing I do not like, but I absolutely love this controller, I'll say it again, but one thing I do not like is with the Sabertooth, the paddles were actually, I can go up and down on the paddle, so I can program a rocker up to be a button and a rocker down to be a button. As to where this one, it's different. It's only controlled for, or can be mapped to one button at a time. But, I mean, I'm not too upset about it because there's lots of customization. You can customize this, do something, this, or I believe you can customize these, do something. I haven't gone in depth. I strictly customize the top buttons and the back paddles. I don't really, look into that. Maybe I'll look into it. But it comes standard with the grip. The grip's very nice. It's not as good as the Xbox One or Xbox Elite or the SCUF grip, but very nice little kind of foam feeling grip. Helps a little bit when my hands get sweaty, but not too much. But again, I can hold the controller the way I want to. This groove right here is absolutely perfect. So if I have my finger up on one trigger, finger sits right there, and that these triggers aren't too sensitive. They are a bit sensitive, but not too sensitive, and I can just hit it perfectly. Customization options, you can lock and unlock these little keys here. It's hard to do with one hand because I'm holding the phone, but I can actually see if I can manage it. If not, we're going to say forget it. No, I actually might need a screwdriver. I don't know. Hold on, we're going to do a neck job. Neck job failed. Okay, so we're not going to take that out. But I think you might have to unscrew it. I'm not sure, but they do come out. Yeah, you got to unscrew it. I'm done being stupid. So you got to unscrew that to take that out. Just like all Razer controllers, it is a tournament controller, so it doesn't run on batteries or anything. So it does come with a 6-foot braided cable. It only runs micro USB. As you can see there, after I dropped the controller, it goes in right there. So you can only run it while it's plugged up. The one downfall that I have is that I record my Xbox party chat with an Elgato chat link cable, and if you guys have any experience with that, to record with that, you cannot have the USB cable plugged in. Kind of sucks. It gives you a squeaky feedback whenever you do it. So that's the one of the downfalls I have with it. But as of right now, this is top of the list on my list of controllers. Use this controller every day. It's pretty much my weapon of choice. First, the SCUF. The SCUF comes second. Then that thing, it's brand new. I have 2 of them, I believe. Yeah, I have 2. The other one's in a box over there. But I'm giving this one and another one away. I've literally only played like 3 games on this one, so don't be so scared that it's used. I'm giving this one away as well as another one on my channel. Once we hit 1,000 views on a video or 500 subs, I'm giving a controller away. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Get your name out there and make sure I see it, so that way we can get you guys an Xbox Elite controller. I'm thinking of other ways to do giveaways. I have a ton of gear, as you can see, guys, if you look over my setup. I just like to buy stuff just to have it. I have lamps over there lighting up my chroma key screen, and I just have tons of stuff that I want to give away. I don't need it. I don't use it. I've either bought it to slowly start building this channel, help other gamers out, help friends out. So we're going to start doing giveaways on the channel. But back to the review, guys. Another thing that comes standard that I like with the Xbox Elite and the Razer Wildcat is it comes with a case. SCUF, you have to pay an extra X amount of dollars to get the case. With these two, for both of them $150, you get the case included as well as a braided cable. This SCUF controller right here, I believe I paid $209, and all I got was a SCUF controller and a SCUF key to adjust my trigger stops. And then you have to pay an extra, I believe, $13, $10 for the case, and then another $5 or plus for the braided cable. So you're spending up to the high 200s or mid-range $200 range for a SCUF controller, when you can get this one for $150. That feels great. It's I honestly want to say it should be every gamer's choice. And this one, which a lot of people, they sold out big. I don't know if you guys saw on eBay. As soon as these things sold out, they were going on eBay for $400, and people were actually dumb enough to go out and buy them when they came out in restock last month. And I got it for $150. So I got 2 of these. I'm going to give them away. This is my weapon of choice, guys. Check it out. Razer Wildcat. It is an awesome controller. Absolutely awesome controller. But that's all I have for you guys today. It's Coco. I'm signing out.